Hello and welcome back to another video from TrainingRite.com. In this video, I will be showing you as how to write functions in Ruby. We will be using a lot of functions as we go ahead and do some automation testing using Ruby. So it is important that we understand as how to write some functions. So to do that, you could use any tool to write your functions as a Ruby file. So I'm going to be using the Notepad++. So I do recall that we have saved the shortcut to the Notepad++ on our desktop. So I'm going to be taking you there. And here is my shortcut. So I will start my Notepad++. Okay. Here we'll write a simple program that can do things like down the road. Let's say if you have to test an application like an e-commerce application where we are adding some items to the shopping cart, where we are removing some items from the shopping cart. All that can be made as a part of a function. Say for instance, let me quickly give you a demo of what I'm talking about. Hang on for a second. We go to our site, which is TrainingRite.net. Now over here, I think we have a project, and as you can see, just to keep it a little bit clean and simple to demonstrate the e-commerce capabilities, we have this site where we could go and then search, for any item. So let's say I'm looking for Panasonic TVs, right? So I search for that, and here is my Panasonic TV. So I like what I see here. So let me go and then add it to the cart. So the sale price of this is $345. The regular price is $393. So if I go and then add it to my cart, we come to a page where it displays that it's $345, and we do further get tremendous discount of $101.25. So the final price is going to be $243. So I could go ahead and then buy more. So if I do like two of them, I could go and then recalculate the order, and as you can see, it's $690. But the discount has not upgraded or updated rather, so it is still 102.50. So that would be something like a functionality that we would be testing, because according to our functionality behavior of the application, the test case would say that as you buy these items, and if you increase the quantity, the discount should also get applied. So in this case, the discount is not getting applied. So even if I go to 3, the other functionality does work though. So as you can see, it is incrementing, but the discount still remains the same. So if I revert it back to a single and then do a calculation, so this discount is still the same. So that could be like a bug that we would like to find out. So if we have to do the automation of this, as a part of our course, we will be using Water to do this and Capybara to do this. So I will be showing you as how we could be writing the code using Cucumber and Ruby and Capybara and Water as a part of this series. So in order to do that, we basically have to know as how to write functions in Ruby, and that is the topic here for this video. So if I need to go ahead and then write a function, this is basically what I am going to do. I will go ahead here in any of the tool. Doesn't matter if you're using NetBeans, if you're using Notepad++, if you're even using the poor man's tool, which is just a notepad. It really doesn't matter. There are some paid tools like RubyMine, which I will be showing you as a part of this course. But for now, we are dealing with the Notepad+. So let's say we want to create a function, and that function should be something like this. It is about what? It is about, let's say, adding, right? Add an item to the shopping cart. All right. So that's something. Now, if you see here, what we have done in here is we visited the site, and then we searched for an item, and then we added that to the cart, right? Now, after we add to the cart, we could just proceed to the checkout, right? So click to proceed to the checkout, something like that. Or once I do that, I could be entering the customer information for shipping information, excuse me, billing information, and that would require me to enter a credit card, and then finally do like a submit order. And when I submit the order, it'll show me that it had processed my credit card and stuff like that. All right. So in order to do something like that, we would be first of all, we just have to think about our manual processing. So the manual processing is the test steps would be add an item to the shopping cart, and then let's say click on the submit button or checkout button, something like that. Whatever is there, click on the checkout button and enter customer information. Um, then I guess it was enter valid credit card, credit card information, and eventually we would say enter this is customer billing information. Let's say billing information. Enter customer customer shipping information. And finally, let's say click on the checkout button, right? And maybe it's something like verify order, right? So this is how I would say these would be the steps, right? Now let us see how we can be converting these English steps into Ruby functions. What I would suggest is just it's all about how you word your functions. So make sure that you word them in a descriptive way, right? Make sure that there are no spelling mistakes and all that, and keep one of the thumb rule here is your function should all be lower cases. So what in order to convert this into functions, what I'm just going to do is do some underscores. If I do the underscores and notice that I would very quickly be creating what is called an skeleton functions, meaning there is no behavior in it, but it would still be ready. So okay, so this is this one. This one I will convert it into a function. To convert it into a function, I would put a def in front of it, and then I would do an end here. So basically, what it has become now is it has become a function. Now you would say that, well, that's a function, but what kind of functionality do you have in it? So right now, I'm just gonna say um, 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 behavior or functionality functionality for adding an item coming soon. At least what we will see is if I put the real functionality here, would I be able to call this function? So the function is whatever we have done, this step, and we just put it in the def. So over here, what I would do, first of all, I would just go ahead and then do the underscores. And if I do the underscores here, I very quickly making it ready as a function. So I take the English sentence and do that, and then do that, and I will say copy this. Of course, I'm not going to do for all of them because I basically want to functionality for uh, click on the checkout button coming soon. Let's say that. Click on the checkout button. Okay, so we did these two. For the rest, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna, for now, convert them into some comments, and there it is. So now let us see if I can make it as a Ruby file and run it. So I'll go File, Save As, and I'm going to be saving it into my C drive here and into Ruby code. And in the Ruby code, I'm just going to do a double quote here and call it, I don't know, testing. Right? So I would call it testing shopping cart.rb. All right. Okay. So I saved it. Now what I'm going to do is now notice as soon as I convert that or save that into an RB, the way the function is identified in Ruby, it highlighted that def. So if I just come over here and then do a def and do and end here and quickly do these underscores. Again, I'm not going to do it for all, but at least so that you get an idea. And here, in between, I'm just gonna just say here, copy here, and the real code is what we will be putting very soon. Enter customer billing information. Functionality for this is coming soon. Okay, good. So we did that. Now let us run it. So I'm gonna bring up and navigate myself to CDC. I think Ruby code. Right? Yeah, there it is. And I need to run this testing shopping. How did I spell it? Cat. I did not do a cart. So anyway, so I can either say Ruby run for me, execute for me this testing shopping cat.rb. Sorry for that spelling mistake there. Okay, hit enter. Okay, so what we should see right now is it should have called these functions, right? Now you were expecting it should do this. Now the fact is, where did we call these functions? So we have declared the functions. We have, let's say, imagine that this is some functionality that we have added into it. But where did we call the function? So nowhere we have called the function. So let's say we just go in here and then we are going to call the function. So now the question is, how do you call these functions? This is what I'm going to do. So the bottom here, I'm just going to go and then call this function. So calling a function would be the name of the function right here. I will go and I will do this. So the customer comes in. Let's say he wants to add that. And then after that, customer comes in, and after he adds that, he wants to click on the button. So we are calling this function. And then he would go and then do that, right? So we will come here and we would add that, right? So now I have created the functions and I'm calling these functions in this file. You need not call these functions in these files. It could be like a separate file there where we could call, but for now, just to prove my point, so we go in here, hit an F3, and then we run it. So here it is. So functionality for adding an item coming soon. So that function has been called. That function has been called. That function has been called. Now, as a part of our course, we will be putting in here Capybara code, right? So we will be writing the our automation framework that we will be creating as a part of this course would be end-to-end solution testing of this site, where we would go ahead and then we would put things like the water code, and we will also be putting in because we will be seeing it how it is done differently. So Capybara is one of the automation framework that we could be using, or we could be using Water. Water is spelled as WATIR. That is I mean, basically it's nothing but web automated testing in Ruby. So WATIR, web automated testing in Ruby. Well, it's a kind of like powerful tool. It's growing very fast, becoming the tool of choice for most of the automated testers. And we will be filling in these functions with the water, code in the future classes. All right, thank you again so much. This short video was to show you as how to create functions in Ruby and how to call them, and then filling in the functionality with the water code would be coming later as a part of this series. Thank you.